How's it going, everyone? My name is Vishnu, and today we're gonna look at Scorch. I'm gonna show you the first. I'm gonna show you the basics about Scorch in the shooting range, and then we're gonna play a match where I'm gonna show you how I usually play with Scorch,
They got no
and
chance against us.
maybe it might be helpful. So, Scorch has two primary weapons. One is the SMG and the arbitrator shotgun. This is the same shotgun we saw for Anvil, and this SMG is pretty basic. There's nothing much to it. If you have played other games, this is very similar to MP7.
Go for the fire.
So so I'm gonna quickly go through each one of them. So the SMG has three upgrades: a magazine size, hip fire accuracy, and suppressing fire and recoil. Each of these upgrades is pretty important for the SMG because you're gonna run out of bullets at least in the beginning, right? So it's very useful to have
That'll do nicely.
the increased magazine and hip fire accuracy. The last one may or may not be important because SMG is not that effective when the range is too far, but if you're playing close range, that's where SMG is pretty powerful. So you don't really need the last upgrade. It's kind of optional. So if you're limited with money, you
That'll
shouldn't
do
actually
nicely.
buy it. So this is how it plays like.
I was a scorcher.
So the last upgrade actually gave us the suppressor, right? So it reduces recoil, but it's
Get what
a
you
pretty
pay for.
standard SMG. It's not as powerful as Dahlia's SMG, for example, but it's really good. The next one is the shotgun. I'm not gonna go over shotgun. It's a pretty standard shotgun. You get two magazine size, so you can shoot twice, and you have to play really close, and you gotta hit your shots right if you're gonna down an enemy with that. The
That'll do nicely.
pistol is pretty good because it burst fires, right? It looks like a Glock sort of with a bigger magazine, and I prefer Deagles over this gun, but this still is one of the better pistols in the game. So that's about the pistols. The next one is the melee. So Scorch's right arm, right? You can see the right arm. It's let me show you something. Okay, so the right arm is basically the a metallic arm. So you can actually use that metallic arm to melee people. The first one is melee lunge distance, right? So normally you would melee like this. So it's a pretty basic melee. But if you have that upgrade, so let me show you upgrade.
I can work with this.
So now you can actually melee. It increases the lunge distance. So if you're shooting, and you melee, in game actually you can see that she actually lunges pretty far. So it's very useful in terms of Scorch.
That'll do nicely.
And then the last one is the second upgrade is pretty powerful. So let me show you something because it's self-explanatory. If you actually hit someone, so you saw there was a fire for a while. So if you hit someone with one melee, right, it causes them about 15 damage just because of the fire. So after you stop meleeing them, they're gonna cause additional 15 damage. So this is really powerful. One of the best melee in the game. The only thing is you don't have a third melee option, so you don't have any melee weapon to throw at people. So that's the only thing that Scorch is actually not that great at. The next one is the EMP grenade.
Fuel for the fire.
Again, just like the trophy system, you get, so the first upgrade is it increases the duration, and the second one is the grenade count. So there are two, there's only, basically what it does is you throw it at people and they cannot use their gadgets or abilities for a short duration. So it's not that long. Sometimes it's useful if the team is about to push, the opposite team is about to push, and you are in the you're actually going to, or you're going to infiltrate, and let's say you're playing against Anvil or Y, or if they're going to push with Edema, someone, so you can actually stop them from using the abilities just for a little bit. It gives you time to prepare, or you can actually hold them off if the time is about to run out. So you can the only way to really use it, it's pretty simple. You cannot cook EMP grenades, so once you throw it, it blasts immediately, right? And with the second upgrade you get two of these, so you can throw it at people like that. Oh, by the way, it does not work on Anvil. So this guy is unaffected by EMP grenade, and he's also unaffected by toxic gas. Something I forgot to mention in the last video too. Another thing is the incendiary.
Ooh, we take those.
Now this is pretty good. So incendiary is basic your fire, Molotov, stuff like that. But the difference is you are immune to fire. So I can throw this and I can stand, and you can see that immune showing up. So in game you can actually throw it in the corner, right? And you can actually push the corner through the fire. A lot of people actually forget, if they're playing against Scorch, that if they see fire, you usually try to not look at that place and you focus on something else, because you feel, okay, no one's gonna push this fire. But if you have a Scorch in the opposite team, they can actually push through fire, and you're gonna catch people off guard. So that's something useful to know. This is my favorite perk of Scorch. So when you down an enemy, your weapon gets reloaded. So for example, let's say I have 34 bullets, right? So keep an eye on the bullets number. So I down the enemy and my weapon automatically gets reloaded. So remember I told you about the first upgrade, about the magazine size. So if you have enough money, if you have 10k to spend in the second round, then you should go for this instead of buying the magazine size, because this basically does the same thing as the first upgrade. So this is a smarter choice, unless you want to increase your hip fire accuracy too. In that case you would buy the upgrade 1 and 2, right? But this is what I usually get. The armor is at additional 25 HP.
Ooh, we take those.
This one is when you try to pick enemy's weapon, or if you try to reload, it actually increases that speed. So again, this is not really useful if you already have this. So more often than not, if you have this is not that necessary. So this is something nice to have. Explosives, if you're this is basically if you're getting hit by a grenade or any explosive like that, C4 or something, the damage is reduced significantly if you have this perk.
Ooh, we take
this one
those.
is after you get hit, you can move fast for just for a little bit. This is also this is like my third favorite, so I would go this and then armor and then this. It's pretty useful. And ability to reload with while sprinting, like I said, if you have this, while running you can reload. That's the only thing. This is also very useful when you're playing with Scorch, because Scorch is someone that can infiltrate, right? So so it's actually pretty useful to have this perk. Not necessary, but it's nice to have. Okay, now let's talk about the ability, right? So if you look at the ability of Scorch, it's fire. So what you can do is, once you activate that, she actually shoots fire bullets. It causes a lot of damage, and if you're playing one-on-one and if you hit your shots, there's literally no enemy that can actually outgun you, except if they have a shotgun or if it's phantom. So except those two, you can basically, it's pretty much guaranteed that if you hit your shots, most of your shots, right, you're gonna down the enemy. The other thing is that when people get hit with the fire bullets, they cannot see you properly. So if you move a lot while shooting, they cannot actually down you. It's pretty difficult. So let me show you how to use this. So once you activate that, now if you hit, it's this is what happens, right? So people die pretty fast. The damage is insane on this. So you can see the basic damage is about 10 on that range, but it does an additional 4 damage with every bullet. So that's a lot. That's a lot over time. So that's pretty useful. One thing to remember about this ability is that if you're using that, what you have to do is you have to use it in such a way that you're going to infiltrate someone. I see a lot of people playing online who actually, if you're defending, it makes sense, but more often than not, you're using that ability to actually either counteract an enemy push or to actually push them. The best way to actually use this is when they don't see it coming, right? So you wouldn't actually use it here. If let's say if the enemy is here, right here, you wouldn't use it. You wouldn't activate it here. What you would want to do is you would have to plan it right from here somewhere, right? So what you would do is something like this. So you would actually run and then you would activate it, and by the time you reach there, you're fully activated. So you would go something like this, and then you would shoot like this. You shoot around the corner. So this way they can actually cannot hear you so clearly. So that's pretty much all there is to talk about Scorch. Now let me take you to a game, and we'll see how I play. Okay, so I'm gonna just play a strikeout, and let's see how fast do we get the game. It's gonna take it might take a while. But the thing is, with Scorch, Scorch is one of the most powerful rogues. So in this series, I'm basically taking you guys through the most powerful rogues first, and the ones that I think people can play with easily in the beginning. Scorch is one of them. Like, she's very an aggressive player, and you can play with her pretty well in most of the maps. Yeah, there is not a lot of rogues that can actually counteract Scorch effectively, except for Y, I would assume. Y, and then even Anvil. You can take Anvil down pretty effectively with Scorch's ability. The only thing with Y is that she has the poison down, so that becomes a little difficult. Now for this map most of the angles is pretty far range, so it's not the most ideal for Scorch, but we're gonna improvise, right? We're gonna improvise how we can actually make it work for us. I'm gonna try to play close range as possible, and moving from cover to cover in the long range engagement distance. It's taking way too long to load. Probably someone must have left, or maybe all of them haven't joined yet. Let's see. This map too, depending on when you actually saw the game, let me pick Scorch. Yeah. Depending on when you saw the game, it actually came out pretty recently, so people are still adapting to it. Okay, it's a good thing we have Saint. It's pretty much the same team I got when I had taken Anvil. Okay, they have a Dallas and a Saint too, and they have an Anvil. Okay, so instead of an Anvil, we have Scorch. So I usually play with Anvil, right? So yeah, so I gotta make sure that counteract Anvil. One of the key things that you need to think about is, I think it's very useful, is that when you have Saint in the opposite team, you usually try to get him first. So I would usually switch between these two. I'm feeling pretty confident for this match. I'm gonna take the incendiary for now, because I don't think Anvil is gonna bring trophy system. It's a chance. Okay. So if we see Saint, our first aim is to actually get rid of Saint first. the faster we actually do it.
Lethal out.
So I'm gonna use it this way. Ah, he got me. What's happening? Oh my god.
What I do. Enemy spot.
Oh man. Okay, she got rest. Ronin got rest. I at least got 2 downs, but one of them got rest, so it wasn't that useful. That axe throw in the middle, in the beginning, that was just insane, dude.
Lethal
I'm gonna
out.
throw this there. I'm gonna push. Oh my god.
Enemy over there.
Come on, buddy. Shake it off.
So this is, I feel like this is a pretty good
Back to
team because they're rezzing.
I'm down.
Only have 5 reinforcements remaining.
Not playing that great here. Okay, we can try. We can try.
What did you expect?
Oh man. Anvil is insane, dude.
Thanks.
Okay.
Lethal out.
We're out of reinforcements.
We're losing
Overtime.
pretty bad. Shouldn't have said I'm so confident in this match. Oh, there we go.
What did you expect? 45 seconds to go. Get to it.
Lethal out.
What did you expect? I'm down.
So I pushed him like that because I
He's
knew
running low on
he was
reinforcements.
low HP.
30 seconds. Finish the mission.
I ran out of bullets as you guys saw that.
All rogues eliminated.
But the way I
Regroup
used
and
that
try
ability,
again.
that's one way to use it, because I knew they were gonna push me. So if I use my ability, they cannot actually push me that easily. If I didn't run out of bullets,
I can work with this.
I could have. I had the advantage there because of my fire. But yeah. So this round we're gonna actually try harder. They have a pretty good team there. So this this particular, okay, let me show you guys this. Okay, so this is one thing that it's really difficult. Because it depends who gets the point first, and it's very hard to actually grab that point. So you guys can actually do one of two things. Oh, why did he? Oh my God,
Enemy
What
spotted.
did you expect?
it's not going great, guys.
Lethal out.
Enemy
One's
spotted.
here.
Lethal out.
I'm gonna throw that.
Go here.
If he gets,
I got you, buddy.
and I'm gonna push this thing. Okay.
Thanks, man. I'm down. You okay? You okay?
Oh, that was
We
bad.
have 5 reinforcements remaining.
Okay. Okay.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
Don't
We
stand
have
too close
5
to the
reinforcements remaining.
Okay, now's the right time to actually go in. Okay, quick. So once we get the point,
You okay? You okay?
so as he was rezzing, right, my,
Oh, you need a man pack.
okay, now we gotta get down. Oh my God. Okay, someone's behind us. Oh, I did not know he was here. Okay, I'm gonna let him I'm gonna expose him a bit. Try. It's not that bad right now. Like, we still have a good chance.
Enemy spotted. Lethal out.
Lethal out. Enemy down.
They're out of lives.
Okay, nice.
They're all that's left. No more reinforcements available.
I got you, buddy.
Okay.
I'm up.
45 seconds remaining. Time is running out.
He's low.
What goes around, partner?
30 seconds.
Get up,
Finish the
bro.
mission.
Okay.
No, I
Come on,
owe you
guys.
one.
It's 2v2. Gotta get on point. 20 seconds. Okay, I hope these guys know what they gotta do.
10 seconds left. Now or never.
Gotta get on point, guys. Oh my god. We're gonna lose.
Contract terminated. Enemies got the objective.
Yo, you need a
We're behind. Focus up.
Okay.
I can work
I'm
with
gonna use
this.
this. And I'm gonna use this. So I took the perks. That's gonna help me fight a little better. So I can take on one-on-one better with these perks now. So let's see. Okay, I gotta get more downs. So in here.
Lethal out. Need a hand.
I downed 2 of them. So we gotta place sites. So I got 2 of them, and we got point 2. So that's actually really good. All we have to do is actually, instead of playing there, we should play on point.
Lethal out.
Oh, actually, Ronin
You
has
started a fight you
a pretty
can't win.
good weapon. So this is one of the best weapons in the game.
The enemies have 5 reinforcements remaining.
I'd rate this just below Anvil's LMG. So I'm gonna use this. This is gonna be pretty useful. So since they have that, I'm gonna stay here. And I'm gonna wait for them to show up. I'm not gonna peek first. Oh, we gotta res him.
Need a light.
Come on, come on.
Thanks, man.
Need a hand.
Behind us, here, behind us, same. If that res was successful, because once Saint gets down, you're essentially talking about 2 players, you know.
Lethal out.
Enemies are out of reinforcements.
You see how important Scorch's ability is, because of the incendiary and the ability, we were able to push. We just gotta hold on for 50 seconds. Now, one of the mistakes that they are doing there
45
is they're all
seconds
focusing
left.
on
Keep it up.
that one side, right? Because if they had someone to... Okay, nice. So now we know where the last player
Destroy
is.
the enemy force.
But usually,
Nice work.
when you play like that, you should usually try to see all corners. So if there are 3 people looking at that place, one should look at
We're
the
behind.
flank,
Focus up.
which would be me, and then one should be looking at the left side. That usually works out really well. I'm gonna use
Fuel
this,
for the fire.
and I'm gonna. This is tricky. Okay, what should I actually pick? Okay, maybe this.
Fuel for
And
the
some
fire.
more fire. So the duration is longer now, so I can block off an entire side first. So now we knew, we tried getting in first, it didn't happen. So I don't think they're actually watching the right side.
Enemy spotted.
Right side. Okay. Where is I don't see the knife. Okay, that was good. Now we capture site. See, I cannot actually shoot them from here unless they're low HP, right? Okay, she's gonna come from here. I have a feeling she's gonna come from there. Oh,
Lethal out.
I'm down.
okay, Anvil's here.
You okay? You okay?
So just gotta make sure that Anvil is down there, right? So I gotta finish Anvil.
Enemies have 5
Nice.
lives left. Keep up the pressure.
Need help.
Okay. Now he's saying that maybe there's no one else watching here, so maybe he might push. So we gotta count on that. So I gotta play it off of them because we have the advantage right now. So I'm gonna sneak up a little bit. Oh, he's making too much noise.
You started a fight you can't win.
So the point is to actually
Enemy spotted.
cause enough damage and then play defensive. I have a feeling they might do something about this point because it's just
They're out
ridiculous,
of
dude.
lives.
Because it's so hard to actually capture back. Nice kill, Dallas.
What did you expect?
Wow, that
45 seconds remaining.
wow, that
Enemies have
was
been wiped
crazy.
out.
The
First
last
round on me.
the last knife throw by Ronin, it took out 2 players. That was really nice. Okay, so let's see. Can I use this? Oh, maybe I can
Fuel
use
for the
this actually.
fire.
I'm not sure if this actually stops Saint from using his if it stops him from using his drone, because I could throw an EMP at a player who is downed, right? Once
Lethal out.
You need more
okay,
training.
they're there.
Need help.
Ah, I did not
Enemy
know.
over
I
there.
didn't see. I didn't pay attention there.
I'm up.
Need help.
What goes around, partner?
That was two guys. Okay. Gotta give my best here.
Lethal out.
Enemies have 5 lives left. Keep up the pressure. What did you expect?
You okay? You okay?
Pull out.
I'm up.
That was good. Okay, we just gotta hack the objective. Go here.
Utility out.
Ah, that was so bad. That was so bad.
5 lives left. Let's make them count. Need help.
Lethal out. Get back in the fight.
It's all about the lives at this point.
Thanks,
That's the
man.
advantage we have. So I'm gonna play like that.
They're out of lives.
Nice.
I'm down.
Actually, our team is playing so good.
Utility out.
She has a knife
Need
here.
help. 45 seconds. This one's out. We're out of lives.
You
Enemies
started
have
a
been
fight.
Yes.
You can't win.
First round on me.
That's it. Oh, that was a really good game. We were behind 2-0 and we were dominated. I thought this was gonna be a really bad example, to be honest. But it turned out pretty good. I had 16 downs. We had a pretty good team. So if we look at this, I think Ronan played really well. All three of us were very similar, and in their team too. Like, it was a pretty even match. Could have gone either way. So, but we had a really good teamwork, and there were some. I think there were some good examples where I could show you the way that I use Scorch's ability and how I use it with her incendiary and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like if you do, and I'm gonna make another video with another rogue. It's probably gonna be Ronin or Dima. Maybe Dima. Yeah, Dima's a pretty good one. So until then, take care and see you guys later. Bye bye.